Hello, my name is Dean Lewis, and I'm here to talk to you.
You've been working 10 hours, and your feet are still working. You tell your friends to come over, to forget about your problem. You say you talk to somebody, he even looks like me. Oh baby, why do you say things that make me believe that you're sorry, but you're not sorry at all? How can it hurt you? You got no feelings involved. Then I tell you I want you and you say nothing at all. You say nothing at all, 'cause I need someone who loves me.
My dad always had music playing growing up, every Saturday, Sunday, and then I saw this Oasis documentary and became obsessed. Well, it wasn't a documentary, it was them playing Oasis Live 2005 Manchester, and it was just a really good show. There was a song called Do You Know What I Mean by Oasis that I just thought was the coolest thing ever, and it was also very simple. I liked the fact that Noel played really simple chords.
I know you love her, but it's over, mate. It doesn't matter, put the phone away. It's never easy to walk away, let her go.
Yeah, Be Right was crazy big, and then I sort of, the way that I view it is this: some people would say, why do you want to copy yourself or do the same thing? I would say, I'm trying to create a signature sound, and I want to own a certain sound that's mine. And so I usually think of doing the same thing. You can do that, but you can also go further into the thing that only you can do, and I think that makes you more different. And that's how I view it. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm making music that I want to listen to, and that's what I do. I make music that I want to listen to. I think it's a selfish thing. I like this song. It's not really about anyone else when I write it. I write about my dad, about a breakup, or it's always about me, for me, so I can listen to it and enjoy it. And then when you finish it, you give it to people. That's how I view it. I just write about things that happen in my life, and I don't think about it too much. Like, I just want to write about this. It feels good. I'm just going to write it, and put it out. There's so many songs that don't make the cut and so many ideas. Sometimes I'll even pay for something to get finished and mixed by Spike Stent, and then I won't use it because it's like, I'm going, oh, maybe that's good for next album, or it doesn't feel like me right now. I have a good feeling of what sounds like me, for better or worse. But yeah, I really put a lot of effort into the songs I'm doing, and I think about them all the time. I re-recorded my biggest song like 3 times, and the third time was one we used, but most of the time the demo vocals are pretty damn good now because I know my voice now. I think at the start it was harder because when you're first starting out, you don't really know how to sing, or you don't know the things that make you you. But now I know how to sing like me, and so usually you get it right. The most frustrating thing is when it's too fast or too slow. Sometimes so to answer your question, I don't really think there is a demo because you usually take those stems and build it up. But sometimes it's too fast or too slow, and you have to speed things up. We don't usually like to slow things down, but I've been forced to re-record things sometimes because there's magic in it, but it's too fast. And you can speed things up a little bit, like at 1 or 2 BPMs naturally, but I think you lose something when you slow them down. It sounds weird. So yeah, but I don't think there really is a demo. I think it is sort of, as soon as you get started, that's part of the song.
I just wanna be your voice. I said, babe, you know this was your choice. I love it. You said, hey, I just wanna hear your voice. I said, babe, you know that this was your choice, but it means nothing at all. 'Cause I need someone who loves me. I don't come easily. Maybe I'm just not good enough at all to feel your love. So how am I supposed to live when you won't let me let go? Maybe I'm just not good enough at all to feel your love.
I've learned early on that you want to keep it as simple as possible. It's really important if you have a production where you crowd it with things and layer upon layer, it doesn't make it makes things sound smaller. I try to keep it really basic, and if I can get away with just doing it on the piano, it always is really good. Some songs just don't lend themselves to that. I spend a lot of time, I know when it's finished. It's never exactly what you want it to be. It never is the magical thing. Although I do think maybe I had that with Be Alright. I felt like when I listened to it, I felt like it was creamy to my ears, but I remember at the time actually not knowing if it was going to work or not. I think I love it. I listen 1,000 times. I get the mix right, the production right. I'm setting there's a click on this word, fix this word, there's a click, there's a glitch. down to that point, turn this up a slight bit, and then when I finish with it, I don't really listen again until years later. So I probably listen 1,000 times, and then I just move on to the next thing, because for me, it's important to create rather than just be consuming, or I always want to be creating something.
You find another and you'll be just fine, let her go.
It's funny, I can't sing the Be Alright chorus like I do on the recording. I sing it differently live. Like it's so, because on the recording it's so like perfectly on the grid. I know it doesn't matter, put the phone. But when I'm live, it's a bit more like, put the phone away. It's a bit more swung. And I think it jars the crowd a little bit. But sometimes I have to really focus to sing it how they're singing it back to me. It's just naturally, melodies just sort of change a little bit over time. I try to keep it the same. I think I sing with more power. I'm always trying to remind myself not to yell when I'm singing live, because you can get caught up in the energy and you're screaming it. You know, it doesn't matter, but it's like, sit back and be soft. I don't have to yell. But I do change some things. I don't usually try to change melodies or anything. If I do, it's just an accident. My brain's just weird like that.
We watch as our young hearts fade into the flood.
Waves, you play things a little bit differently. Like for instance, it's very picking. Like this song Waves, it's another song I have, and it's very like in the recording I'm picking the whole time. But live, when the chorus hits, I start strumming on the acoustic guitar. I'm getting into it. I'm singing it like with real feeling. And you know, I have a music director, Alexander Bennison, who he's re-recorded a bunch of the tracks, and he plays a lot with electric guitar. We try to give it more energy on stage. We think about the set. We try to come out with a big bang, and we play the songs probably a lot more aggressive than they are on the record, and then we kind of come back down, and then we slow down, and we play the slow songs, and we come back at the end really hard. We call the end the golden mile, because we have like my 3 big songs like right at the end. So when we get to that, like when we're there, we're like, oh, now it's just going to be, it's like taking the gig up to like turbo. It's going to be awesome.
And we're so damn happy, and I'm not confused. I'm not looking for an escape, cause I'm scared I might lose you. Ooh, in a perfect world.
Our managers just got together. I wanted to write with her, and then we wrote the song in a day, and it was just freaking awesome. She's incredibly talented. It was just very special. She's awesome. I mean, watching her, like I had this idea, the verse, and then she goes, I like that, but I don't like the chorus. And she just wrote a chorus in like 2 minutes, and I've never seen anything quite like it. Because that was the chorus on the recording, so it's pretty insane. Yeah. She's absolutely one of the most talented people I've ever seen in my life. It was God level. Yeah, I think I have 2 more weeks of tour. We've been touring for like 9 months. And really 22 months with a couple of months off in between each of those little stops. Yeah, it's a long, I basically finished this. I think they're going to get me to go to Europe for promotion to do more playing of the new song, Trust Me Mate. But I also am excited just to go and just finish writing some songs and get going. So I'm really excited. Then touring next year again, late next year, because I've just toured way too much now. I think I need to take some time off. My name is Dean Lewis, and you've just been buzzed.